Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And there are a bunch of people here today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Donna. It is good to see you guys here, and as well as everybody else who has is watching right now but hasn't left a comment yet. Good morning to all of you. It is fantastic to see you. Man, I think that it's cold where I'm at, Dan, but I'm not going to have no negative 50 with wind chill this weekend. That sounds just yeah. Come home soon, okay? Because that seems like an absolute mess. We had a little bit of tiniest little dusting of snow yesterday where I was at, and I certainly had a bit of snow over the last weekend when I was up in Pennsylvania, but definitely nothing nothing close to negative 50. I just ordered a bunch of propane in order to make sure that I had plenty of propane for the 15-degree weather that's coming our way. But yeah, negative 50 with wind chill. No, thank you. I hope that you keep really bundled up, Dan, and stay inside. All right, my friends. So yeah, this is it is Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. And we are here today to say some good stuff about us. And we're going to be doing that with my I am deck. Every card in this deck is full of positive affirmations, wonderful, beautiful things that we can say in order to really affirm the truth about who we are. And as we affirm these truths, we are setting ourselves up for success. So let's set ourselves up for success today. Good morning, Shauna. Let's set up ourselves up for success today by by saying good things about us. I'm gonna pull a card off the deck. I'm gonna ask you if you are the affirmation on the card. We're gonna read out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we use these magic words, these I am words, we are uh, we are just completely rewiring our own response mechanisms, such that when life comes at us today, and it will come at us today, that we have something positive to reach for. Yesterday the I am card was I am intentional, and as I went through my day yesterday, I just recognized the times when I was being intentional. And so I hope that the same thing happened for you, that yesterday when you were presented with unfamiliar situations, you were able to intentionally navigate your way through them. All right, so I'm gonna pull a card. Let's see what the day brings us by saying that today I am artistic. I am artistic. My creativity finds genuine expression. So I am artistic. My creativity finds genuine expression. Are you artistic? You are artistic. Your creativity finds genuine expression. And I'm going to write that down in the comments. That I am artistic and that my creativity finds genuine expression. And Amanda has beat me to it. Jan has beat me to it. Y'all are always faster on the keyboard than me. But yeah, I am artistic, and my creativity does find genuine expression. I'm consistently looking for ways to be creative or to manifest my creativity in in ways that really are in alignment with my own core values. When I was up in Pennsylvania, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, how I went through a whole box of stuff that my mom had saved from my childhood. And most of it was look at it once and smile and have a fun memory and laugh about it and be like, wow, some things have changed and some things haven't. And then, throw it away. But there were some things that I kept, primarily artistic stuff, primarily mazes that I had drawn when I was younger. And I think about the way that I'm still making art, the way that I'm still being very creative. The wake up call itself is an artistic is genuine expression. It's a genuine expression of my love for my friends and my love for the people around me, my love for the people who I don't even know who watch this show or watch this broadcast, and because of it being shared by the folks who come and see it every day, and and how it's just it is a genuine expression of my own personal values. And the cards themselves are works of art. The cards themselves are something that I conceived of, visual art. I do a whole lot of graphic design. I do a whole lot of of visual art in my life, and that creativity finds genuine expression. It's always, every time that I'm creating something, it is always because I have an interest in making this world a more beautiful place, or for making the lives of the people who experience my art better because they experience the art. It is there is a concept in the field of interpretation called provocation. Provocation is basically whenever we make a piece of art, our goal is to provoke some kind of a reaction, some kind of a response to that art. And so everything that I make, I'm interested in getting a response out of it. And so I am artistic. My creativity finds genuine expression. And so I was looking at my genuine expression when I was a kid, and it was in quite a few ways it wasn't very mature. It was the efforts of a child, and yet the seeds of what I do now, I could see the seeds in the work that I did as a child, though not necessarily in the encouragement that I provide for myself and for others through this broadcast. I actually saw the complete opposite. I saw a whole bunch of very disturbed artwork that I was getting out of my system. And when I look at that, and I realized that that was my genuine expression at the time, that I really was frustrated, that I was angry, that I had all manner of feelings that I didn't understand how to process. And so I processed them through visual art. And so the art that I did was violent or macabre or just generally really crass. One of the things that I did a lot was that I would take other people's art and then I would modify it and make fun of it. And while some of it was really really funny, a lot of it was just they're callous or not, or just what's the word that I'm looking for? It was not particularly thoughtful. It was the sort of thing that a child would make, having no real empathy for the people around them. And so when I looked at my genuine expression and my lack of empathy as a child, I recognized that that lack of empathy that I had was, first of all, born of inexperience. We really can't be beautiful until we've suffered, until we have experienced the pain that life can bring. But also I realized that the seeds of the empathy that I have right now are already planted there, because as I grew up and I grew older and I grew out of that phase of my own artistic creation, it happened as a direct result of the pain that I experienced as a child. And so I am artistic. My creativity finds genuine expression. I was looking at the work that my dad did and the artistry that my dad had. His hands were all over the house. He built the house. And so I was looking at his creativity and how his creativity found genuine expression. And I recognize that all of us are artists, whether we think of ourselves that way or not. We are all artistic people, and we are all always creating. And so look around you. Look at the things that you've done. Look at the way that you've organized your lives. Look at the way that you have, the things that you have done, and the art that you have made, whether you consider it art or not. I don't think that my mom considers herself an artist, and yet she has these incredible scrapbooks that are completely full of memories from the family over the years. That kind of artistry is incredible. And then currently she has a wood shop that I helped her to organize while I was over in Pennsylvania. And so whether we're creating art with visual arts, or we're doing it with our hands, or we're doing it with our craftsmanship, we are artists. We are artistic, and so our creativity finds genuine expression. It might be in a spreadsheet. It might be in the way that we refinish a chair. It might be in the way that we organize the stuff on top of our stove. The fact is that we are creative people. We are constantly changing the world around us to better suit our desires. And as we do that, we do ourselves a favor when we when we do it in accordance with our values, and in doing so, we provide and that we find creative expression. So I am artistic today. My creativity finds genuine expression. Let's see who's showed up today, because I have even more people. Let's see who's been leaving comments. All right, so it's nice to see all the people who. Shauna says that Pepper's art is hanging in my bedroom. I think that's a really good thing, and yeah, my art, the art of a lot of my friends is hanging in my home. I have to sneeze, so excuse me. I love that mute button. All right, so Janet says, I rarely sit down and create physical objects. However, the way in which I intentionally live and move through my life and how I choose to interact with others feels like an artistic expression of my authenticity. It absolutely is, Janet. I mean, the way that you use emojis when you talk is an expression of your authenticity. I think you think in pictures, and so when you get to use emojis to communicate with others, that is an expression of your creativity. It is a genuine expression of you. You are using the tools that are available to you to really communicate how you feel, and that is 100% true. Being an artist, it does not mean creating art. It means expressing ourselves and expressing ourselves proudly. Good morning, John. It's good to see you here, John L. Good morning, Rebecca. I'm glad that you woke up early to catch this one. That's super cool. That's yeah, always nice when people wake up early to catch the wake up call. Dan woke up earlier than you though, because he's over in Omaha, so he had to wake up at about 7:30 in order to make this happen. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So I am artistic today. You are artistic. This card is our permission slip today to just let our artistry out, to see something in the world that's not as pretty as it could be and make it prettier, to see something that isn't the way that we want it to be and to remake it in accordance with what we think is important. And as we do that, all of us do that, we make this world a better place just by being in it. So I am artistic today. You are artistic too. Our creativity finds genuine expression. I want to say thank you guys all so much for being here. I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate you waking up early to be a part of this show. And, I appreciate it whenever I see the show's been shared, whenever I'm on Facebook and I notice that my own show comes across my feed because somebody shared it. And that just warms my heart. So thank you so very much for being here and for supporting this broadcast. If you know people who could benefit from messages like this, I would really appreciate it if you just hit that share button. It is a way that you can support the broadcast for free simply by clicking the button once. Anyways, I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. We will go over the Friday wake up call, and we'll have another empowering wake up card, and then after that, I'll go over the cards of the week, and we'll just kind of take a look and a recap of the journey that we took together. So until I see you guys tomorrow, just a reminder that I love you, that I care about you, that I appreciate you. Good morning, Teresa. And that I believe that you are an artistic person. I believe that everybody around me has an artist inside of them and has the capacity to genuinely express. So let's all genuinely express ourselves. Let's be our biggest and boldest selves in this world, because the world needs our biggest and boldest selves. If without the artists, we would live in a place that is very gray. All right, so I'll talk to y'all tomorrow at 9 a.m. And yeah, appreciate you, love you, care about you. Aloha from paradise.